but that solo trip is still coming. I think I need to do my own Eat, Pray, Love. For me, Bali is such a special place. My honeymoon was in Bali, and I don't want to not have great memories, because every time I think of Bali, I'm thinking, oh my God, what could have,
Yes.
so I want to create new memories for myself in the place where I went when I was in love and I just, got married. So I intentionally selected Bali for those reasons, to just create new memories and set the tone on the next decade of my life.
Yeah.
My rules, my way. I think my 30s, I was very confident. Like, I was a very confident somebody. I was confident in my space. I was confident as a mom, confident as a wife.
Yeah.
But right now, my confidence is down.
Really?
It's literally crap. I don't even look at myself in the mirror.
Sure.
When I'm not dressed, I always have the towel on. Even putting on lotion, I have the towel on.
Sure.
Sorry. Hello, my boy. Hey, dude. I'm good, Baba.
Mind if I can tap your card today?
Sure.
I'm just at a restaurant with the boys.
No problem. Don't buy alcohol with my money.
Don't stress.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Sure.
Bye, baby. Hello and welcome to Life Lately, the podcast where we explore and dive into real conversations on parenthood, relationships, and life's challenges. And today it seems we are diving and exploring me.
Absolutely.
Welcome to my birthday edition, guys. I'm turning 40 this week, and so I thought, why not do a little update on the 4 decades of life.
Yeah. Absolutely, sis. I didn't want to be on camera.
This beautiful lady right here, you should see how beautiful. Please just show how gorgeous she is. Just a little clip. She's so beautiful. But anyway.
Yeah, no.
She's gorgeous.
Thank you, sis. But you look absolutely
This is
stunning.
my producer, you guys. This is Kath. She's amazing. So, what do you want to know?
So a lot of people have sent through questions. Obviously, they want to know where you're at. They want to know more about you. They want to know about motherhood. Just a lot of things they want to find out for your birthday special. And we thought it would be great to receive some questions from your community and you answer those questions. Are you ready?
Will I ever be ready? Let's see.
So we have quite a few questions, right? But I think the first question we should go into is where you're at right now, especially with the Life Lately podcast. You're obviously speaking to a lot of mothers. You're obviously, speaking to a lot of people that can relate to motherhood, business, career, woman, and all of that. What was your reasoning behind starting the podcast?
Okay, so I wish I could take the credit for starting the podcast, but it wasn't my idea initially, but it planted a seed in my mind. When I went on Lungelo's podcast, when I left the crew, even Lungelo, they were just like, we started chatting afterwards, and they were just like, you need to start your own podcast. And I was like, stop. They're like, you need to think about starting your own podcast. I feel like you have a voice and people would be able to relate and speak to you. And so that stuck with me. And I also thought it was a way to be able to still be engaging with my community, still sharing my life's challenges, my life experiences, while also getting to grow and learning from my guests. Because, I just wanted a platform where we can have conversations and I could have the control of those conversations. So that's what Life Lately is about. It's literally life lately as it comes. We take it as life comes and where we at. Yeah.
Now, like you're saying, life lately is where you're at, where you're at right now, what you've experienced and stuff. What are some of the uncomfortable things when it comes to doing a podcast and having to let people know certain things about yourself? What are some of those uncomfortable things and challenges, of course, that you have faced when doing this podcast?
Okay, so I think we speak about this a lot, me and you. I never watch my own episodes, by the way. I take it that you guys like it, and I take that Kathy likes it, and editing crew likes it, and I'm just like, cool. Even when I was on the TV show, I never watched the TV show. I just have this thing right now that even though I'm a person that likes having conversation.
Yeah.
When you go to an event, it's just like, I'm the person that be like, oh my God, I hate small talk. But you'll find me in that small talk.
You are here.
Yeah. You'll find me in there when I meet someone that, the energies are flowing. But naturally, and then my anxiety will kick in very quickly, and then I'll just leave. I don't know whether I'm an introvert or an I don't know what I am.
I think it depends. There's certain spaces where you tend to be an extrovert, around people you're comfortable with. And then there's certain spaces where you tend to be an extrovert when you're around certain people. So I think with you as well, it depends.
Yeah. So to answer your question with the podcast, the challenges, I feel like I didn't realize it was so much work.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work, and I think I bit on more than I can chew, if I can admit that, even to my kids. Oh my God. Because my Thursdays, and because I normally shoot on a Friday, my Wednesday, Thursday, me and you are talking a lot on the phone, and I want my episodes to be as natural as possible. I never want my guests to feel like they're just doing this interview and they just, like pendula. I wanna, when you share something with, oh my God, and then I lost my tooth, and I'm like, oh my God, I know what it feels like. I've had a toothache too. Even though I'm not like me too type of person, but I also want you to feel comfortable in the sense that if I've experienced something, I want you to be comfortable in knowing that you're not the only one. Do not feel shame.
Yeah.
I've experienced worse. That was part of my, also, if I could call it, my healing journey, if I can say that, because I get to speak and
share experiences.
Yeah, so that's the challenges. And sometimes I tell Kath, when she said to me, and I'll suggest a guest, and she's like, no, I've already emailed this one. I'm like, and then what did they say? And then she's like, the schedules are not aligned. And I'm just like, oh my God, it always feels like rejection.
Yeah.
I know it's not a personal rejection. I think also in my life right now, I'm not 100% where I would be naturally. I think my 30s, I was very confident. Like, I was a very confident somebody. I was confident in my space. I was confident as a mom, confident as a wife.
Yeah.
But right now my confidence is down.
Really?
It's literally crap. I don't even look at myself in the mirror.
Sure.
When I'm not dressed. I always have the towel on. Even putting on lotion, I have the towel on.
Sure.
I think once I go back, I haven't found the natural rhythm that I normally would have when I'm back at the gym, and me and my trainer just have a plan and we get to the body goals, I'm not there yet because I'm still sorting out this part.
Yeah.
And once mentally I'm okay, then I feel like I will be able to, my cake is here.
Is it? Woohoo! Okay, we'll just tell TK.
Okay, we'll just tell TK.
To bring the cake. No? But I love the fact that you're sharing some of the challenges that you go through, especially with your mental.
Sorry, Kat, 1 second.
Okay, cool.
Hello? Yes. Gikhona. Ulaphi ngaka Woolworths?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, ngicela upake lapho. Yes. I'm coming. All right, I'm coming. Guys, TK, he says it'll be fast. He says there. It's a Suzuki Swift LP35. LP35
Color?
It doesn't say color. Okay.
Oh, we can continue. So I was saying that I love how you are sharing some things that people will not even share, certain insecurities. And I remember yesterday we were discussing how you don't like watching your podcast, and I was like, I hate my voice. I hate, listening to
Yes.
myself speak. But a lot of people go through such things, where they have insecurities and they just don't know how to work around those insecurities because they don't want to seem weak,
Yeah.
or they don't want to share such things in general. How are you going about that now to ensure that you are changing or growing? You're growing into the person that you'd want to be.
Like I said, Kath, I'm still sorting this one out. And I think when your mind works, when you're mentally strong, not that you'll ever be 100% as a human being, but when you're mentally strong, you are able to navigate other areas in your life very well. And I'm in therapy, and I get to speak to my therapist on the most things I can never tell anyone.
Difficult.
The most, not even difficult is not even a word. Like what's a word bigger than difficult?
Yeah.
That one. Please find it in the dictionary for me. And I think for me, we spoke on rejection, me and you, like
Yeah.
2 or 3 days ago, and I said, for me, it's like I'm learning to love me. I'm learning to love myself. Even driving here, my business partner Molly, we were talking, and I said to her, I went to a prayer session, and also I spend my time a lot in church and trying to be present and trying to get to know myself right now, because I feel like God has a purpose for me, and he wouldn't get me here for no reason, and I'm trying not to run away from that. I was telling my business partner Molly as I was driving here, and I said to her, yesterday I went to church, and she called me. I said, I'll call you back, friend. I'm just getting to church from 10 to 1. She said 3 hours. I said, yeah, 3 hours. So when we get there, our pastor says we're going to dedicate the first hour to praying for ourselves and our families, and then the next hour, kanjalo, gradually. And I was with a varsity friend of mine that I picked up. I wanted to take her to prayer. And Utuli says to me, the girl I was with, she says, Aibo guys, so tandazani hour. And I said, we're going to pray for an hour.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm also learning to pray for myself. I wasn't somebody that ever knew how to pray for myself.
Sure.
I couldn't do things like that because I was always I'm always praying for my kids.
Someone else.
Yes, my husband, my
outside
family.
of yourself, yeah.
Praying for his business, praying for his business part, praying for every little thing that he does in my children's school, this and that. I've never learned. I'm learning now to even pray for myself.
That is so beautiful.
Like, I don't know how to do that.
But you're learning.
I'm learning.
And you're trusting in God. So someone asked here, what are you sure about with God? That was the one question that one of your community members asked. What are you
Guys,
sure about
God.
with God?
We can open the
Yeah,
cake.
you can.
Yeah, we can open the cake. It looks so cute and
Right.
small, and I love the colors. Yeah, God.
It has a note.
It has a note.
Yeah.
Can't. Who sent the note? Oh,
What is it? Oh, no, it's instructions.
oh, instructions.
You thought it's a happy birthday.
I'm thinking, Kathy, did you open my hidden DMs?
From
Or
somebody.
did I keep saying, no, you need to open the private DMs? I'm
Somebody's
like,
there.
no one's in the DMs. Stop.
Oh, it's so cute.
So, Kath, God is, I'm sure of God. That's the one thing I'm 100% sure of. Unkulunkulu. God has done something in me, and I believe that he's also doing something through me
Absolutely.
right now.
Yeah.
Do you need my phone? Okay.
We can give it to Kate.
Okay, Kath, listen. And I sorry to answer you, Kath. There's a lot of business guys. We wanted to be very
As
auth-
raw
as
and
as
authentic.
authentic, and you get to see what happens behind the scenes of life lately. It takes all these people. There's someone not here, 2 people not
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
D and Justice. So I believe that right now God is doing something in me, but also through me. And I'm learning just how much God loves me
Sure.
through the pain. I'm taking the pain as God's love for me and Him wanting me to grow in Him, in my relationship with Him. And I'm sure of God 100%.
Sure. I love that so much. Being sure and taking whatever challenges come at you as some sort of a lesson. Not even a lesson, but some sort of a way to bring you closer to God.
Kath, I remember there's a day, I'll never forget that day. My son was sitting in the front seat and I got out of the car. I parked on the side of the road. We were in Pietermaritzburg. I was dropping him off in boarding. I parked on the side of the road and I went behind the car because the boot of my car it's tinted a bit so they'll never see from inside. And I started crying and he comes out and I said, he comes right and when I said, God, why have you forsaken me? I feel like you've just forsaken me. And my son just, Ubusle is not very vocal and he just hugs me and I said, my boy, don't worry, let's just get back to boarding. Let's get you to school quickly.
Yeah.
And that day I had to make a decision whether I'm dropping my son off and driving to Johannesburg or dropping my son off and going back to my parents' house. And I said, no, I'm going back to Johannesburg. I'm going to face my challenges. I'm going to face what I'm going through. Or let me act surprised. Oh, happy birthday
To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday. Nose, he's gonna say ma, happy birthday ma. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you,
Una
God.
one.
No, I won't be counting.
Una two.
I think this is going tense.
Happy birthday, my sis. This is
you
gorgeous.
guys.
This is
I
beautiful.
always look at my birthday and I'm like, so my mom was going through pain on this day.
Yes,
I know.
yes, going through
And
pain.
also happy at the same time.
Mm. And look at this.
Oh, I hope it doesn't fall.
No, just lift it up.
Oh,
Well,
it's my
fine.
birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We must take pictures after.
Yeah, and also do the shot so that they can see the top
The top,
while
yeah.
you're still speaking about it.
Oh, okay. Hey, my
Do you think this
shoes,
is
my
last minute, sis? Look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is.
You said it's small. This was small.
This was the smallest.
This
Thank
is
you.
big.
We're gonna light it up just as we
Yeah,
end the
when
episode.
we wrap up.
All right. We can put it here. Okay.
No, it's going to fall.
Oh. My mic, please.
Yeah.
Oof.
Did you trust this thing, bro? Yeah.
It won't fall off, guys.
No.
No, we don't want
They're
mistakes.
not kids.
Yeah. So.
So you were in. We were talking
Yeah,
about
I'm just
you.
talking about God, and in that moment, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the pain. I'll go through the pain because I can't run away from it. I can't be hiding at my mom's house anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And how are you feeling now? Are you okay? I know you're still going through the motions, but are you okay now?
Healing is
A journey.
it's a journey. Healing is a journey. It's
It's beautiful at times.
Yeah.
It's rough at times. It's mixed masala.
it's mixed masala.
Mm.
Healing is a journey, and I'm learning to be gentle with myself in the process and allowing the emotions as they come. But
Yeah.
one thing that I do every day when I wake up is I'm intentional now. I'm intentional about every little second of the day, and what I do, I'm very intentional. I'm intentional with my time even. I'm intentional even my WhatsApp messages are phone in yam, guys. I'm intentional with what I give attention to.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very selfish now. And on days where I don't feel like getting out of bed, I don't.
Yeah.
I'll get my
And it's
kids.
okay.
Yeah, and it's okay. And I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Today it's not working.
Yeah. We'll
We'll
recoup
try
tomorrow.
We'll try tomorrow, and nothing works today. So I'm very blessed to have a community of friends and family that checks in, that says, can bring the kids.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very blessed with that community, and it's a journey. I'm loving Nozipho that's
Now.
turning 40. You know, I love that I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. I spent New Year's at my mom's house for like I drove down just for one day. And my mom said to me after midnight, normally my dad always wanted us at home for New Year's. And I think that's the one day that my mom will sob. ngomyeni wakhe. So every time my crickets and stuff or fireworks, she'll cry. And then she said to me, "You look calm." And I said, "Mom, I'm not anxious about this year. I'll take every challenge head on, and I'm not rushing anything. I'm not rushing the process. I'm not rushing my healing. But one thing I can tell you, I have peace. I have peace.
What people strive for.
I have peace." And then 4 or 5 hours later, I loaded my kids in my car, and Mom was like, "How's in your ham?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just wanted to see you, be the person to see you for the first day of the year." Loaded my kids, drove back to Johannesburg, and yeah, I think peace is very important.
Yeah. Do you feel like you are slowly but surely walking into your purpose?
I think I am. I think I am. Whatever that looks like, my prayer yesterday was, God, I'm allowing. I'm surrendering. You know, some things we're scared of. Some things we're scared of facing. And I said, whatever God's purpose and plan for me, I'm ready. Because I know it's bigger than me.
Now, looking at you now, you're going into 40. You did mention that the 30-year-old Nozipho was, you know, confident and all of that. But what would you tell your 21-year-old self through the lessons of life, through the direction maybe you should also take in life? What would you tell yourself looking at yourself now and back then?
I would tell my 21-year-old self to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for bad choices. Forgive yourself for mistakes that you've made. Forgive yourself for... I struggle, even now, I struggle a lot, Kath, with having a child so young. Like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing I always feel like my son was robbed, you know, but he's just like, I had the coolest mom, you know, he's just like cool vibes. Like, life was great. And I feel like it wasn't fair for him to have such a young mom who didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
But to him, I was everything.
Yeah.
So
You did the best you could.
I did the best I could, and I would tell my 21-year-old self, it's okay. I just lost my dad at 21, and I was not in the greatest space, but I was very scared of what the future looked like.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I would be now, me and this kid. I was very scared, but I want to tell that 21-year-old self that was scared that it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. It's okay to trust the process and just enjoy every sunrise and every sunset. Life is challenging, but also life needs to be lived with no regrets. So yeah.
Sure. I love that. You know what, when I look at you now, I remember we had a conversation in terms of healing and people that are at peace. But when I look at you now, I see that, you know, I see someone that is going through the process of healing and being at peace. And I feel like 40 now, you know, is going to be exactly that, where you live your best life. You undo the things that you've learned. You are able to raise your kids the way that you would like to. You are able just to do the things that you want to do. And for me, seeing it, I think it's so beautiful, sis. I think it's so beautiful. And I'm so proud of you for all that you've been able to do, that you've said you're going to do, that you are doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a process, yes, but you are getting through it, and I'm so, so proud of you.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you so much. But yeah, it is a process. It's a process. Good days, bad days.
Yeah, yeah. We have a question here. Someone also from your community. So they say, let's talk about social media, all right?
Yeah.
How are you able to shut out the noise? I think that's something a lot of people struggle with, you know, where there's just so much negativity on social media. And it gets to you. We're human at the end of the day. It gets to us when we read a negative comment. But how do you deal with that? Because you are in the limelight,
Yeah.
you know?
I feel like it's never people that people are kind generally, especially people that are not close to you. You're never really hurt by people that are not close to you.
Yeah.
You're always hurt by people that are close to you. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But for me, with social media, what I do, even with my WhatsApp's kalilap. I mean, my friend, I block.
Oh, you're a blocker.
I block. I mute. I want my peace on my phone.
Yeah.
My cellular phone, especially because my phone is a public phone in my house. Like the girls will have it, you know, Bushle will have it. I don't want my kids to see things on my phone that will not make them happy. I don't
Yeah.
want things popping up on my phone. So me, I'm the one that pressed not interested. Not in, even like with religious things, I'm that person that I don't want this energy on my phone.
Yeah.
If I don't want anything like that. If I'm not able to watch my own podcast, you must know that I'm not I'm not gonna be watch. I'm not gonna read any article. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna see. If you think that you think I saw it, I didn't. I didn't see it. I'll get those few people that will call me like, I'm like, okay, cool, sharp. I'll make sure that my children are shielded from it. I'll message them individually. I'll be like, okay, so stay away from TikTok, stay away from this. They'll be like, cool, mom, no problem. And then we sort it, and we just go on with our day. We carry on loving each other. We just don't entertain. I don't entertain the negativity. I don't have time for it, because what is it going to do at the end of the day?
Yeah. What is it going to do?
What is it going to do?
It doesn't grow you in any way.
No, it doesn't.
You know? It's just miserable people.
Yeah, no, I don't. If, like I always say, if somebody has a message for me and they put it on social media, my friend, I didn't see it. For sure, I didn't see it. I don't see a lot of things.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel bad, because I'll make an example. If Rati will be going through something like, how you didn't see on the blogs, I'm like, friend, I don't follow blogs. I don't get that on my timeline. I don't get that on my algorithm.
That's
like, I don't
good.
see that.
That's good.
I protect my peace a lot. Most of the people that I follow, my social people, are people that I know personally.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't grow me in any way, if I don't learn anything, it's not going to be for me to look at.
Someone asked, what values do you look at in friendship?
Ah,
What are those values, ma'am?
my friend, I want to laugh. If my person is not a jaja, if I can tell you, friend, if we're doing coffee, it's on you, Jal. I'm broke.
Yeah.
Today, I don't have the money. You know, I want my community to be very authentic. If we're gonna have a conversation, I'm gonna trust you. I love very quickly. I mean, I'm a lover. I want my people around me. If people don't ask me how my children are, if you don't know my children's names, like for me, it's like you're not gonna be in my world for long. I want people that are very family oriented. People that have values and respect themselves. You know, I want people that have dreams and speak on growth, and we're not going to be sitting and gossiping the whole time. You know, I want people that, you know, like, my friend, let's stop this conversation. And you're not going to, you know, feel bad about it. If I'm going through something, I need patience from my people. I'm like, I need a right friend. Well, let's chat next week. And Mina, I have a thing. There's a friend of mine, Tracy. Tracy and I, we've been together. We've been friends for the longest time. I'm actually friends with her husband. Her husband and I met when we were 3.
Sure.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
I know. Kolo is my best friend,
Yeah.
my male friend. And I met his wife, well, when we were growing up in our 20s. And Tracy and I are very close, his wife. Tracy and I, we don't talk often because we've got kids, she's got work.
Yeah.
We'll just send a heart. if we send a heart, it's like code for I'm thinking of you, I'm here.
Yeah.
You just call if there's an emergency. I have those people around me.
There's
that,
no getting angry
No.
that Nozipho
No.
didn't call me today.
There's
because
no
of,
getting angry.
Ah.
I send hearts with my little people or checking in. My community knows. We just be like checking in, send a heart.
Yeah.
My group chat with my mom and my sisters, I'll see a whole lot of voice notes. I'm like, guys, I'm not listening to these voice notes. Busy day, but just know that I'm here. If anybody needs me, call.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of you. That's just me. You have to understand that I'm going through a lot.
Yeah.
And don't take things personally.
Yeah. Sure. No, I hate people that feel entitled to one's time. When you're going through a lot, you don't understand that I'm
Yeah.
going through, and you just, no, I can't deal with that. But anyway, we have another question here from someone else who says, do you regret going on Mummy's Club?
No, I don't regret going on Mommy Club at all.
But wait, let's talk about that reality TV. What made you think and
my
say,
God.
let me put my life out
I think
there?
I've just answered that so many times. I don't know. I felt like it wasn't my time. I felt like it was God's timing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I feel like God is doing something through me.
Uh-huh.
I'd been approached many times by other reality shows in our country, and it wasn't aligning. And Mummy Club came, and I was like, Mummy, this is so me. And I reached out to the producer at the time, and I actually flew to Cape Town, and we sat like this, and I said to her, I'm going through a lot.
Yeah.
But you were drawn to me because of what you had seen on my YouTube and my Instagram, which is my family, and this and that. And so I don't want to be on the show and not be vulnerable. I don't want to be on the show and, pretend like everything is 100% when it's not. I just had a baby. I was going through a lot in my marriage. It was anyone who's sane was never going to have cameras on their face. But I felt it was a teaching moment, a learning moment for everybody to understand that we all go through challenges. I was going through it in my marriage, and my family was going through a lot. My kids were going through a lot. I just wanted to share, and I found a community through Mummy Club. My DMs are packed with ladies that are reaching out on I'm going through something similar or this and that. You learn we've even got a group chat where we pray and we send scriptures through this community of women that are just like, I saw this on Mummy Club. I saw this when you spoke about this. And, for me, I don't regret going on the show at all. Season 2 for me made a lot of sense for me. I prayed on it. I fasted. I asked for my family's permission. And everybody was keen. They were like, cool, we support you, But I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Reality TV is another world on its own.
Would you go back?
I don't know.
Not Mummy's Club in particular, but reality TV.
I don't know. I probably would. I probably would, but not right now.
Okay.
I probably would. I don't want to lie to you and say no. And then you find me.
And then we see you somewhere. And then I'm like, oh,
I probably would. The idea of my own show has popped up many times.
Yeah.
But with my children's schedule and it's just not the right time.
Okay.
But yeah.
And how are the kids?
Kids are good. They just went back to boarding. It was Easter holidays. Shame, we had a great time. A lot of us are born. My family were all born like in the first half of the year, so a lot of birthdays, a lot of celebrations.
Yeah.
We just good. We're coping, and we okay, man. My biggest worry this year was a lot on my 15-year-old. He's a boarder and he calls a lot. I think I told you this before. He'll call tea time, he'll call lunchtime, and I'm just like, there's no boarding school child that calls. But his heart is always back home. And shame, this term he's been at school now for what, 4 days, 3 days. He's called less. He's called twice. So I think he's also come home and he's seen, the
Things are
anxiety.
fine.
Yeah, things. Mommy's okay.
Yeah,
so
things are
also he's
fine.
also now a lot better. He went back to water polo. He had quit polo and is a swimmer. And my heart was so sore for that. He's gone back to doing the things that he likes. So it's okay. It's the twins are enjoying school. They love school so much. The kids are good.
The busy ones.
They're busy.
They are
They want to
so
go to school
busy.
even on a Saturday. They're just ready for
Yeah.
school.
So cute, sis. But now the big 40.
40.
What does that look like for you?
40.
Are we having a party? Like,
I
are we
don't know.
going somewhere?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Throw it in, guys. I want a surprise party. I was actually supposed to leave for Bali today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Batung. What does Zulu say?
Haibo.
Haibo. Haibo.
Because he will go, hey, bo. I was supposed to leave for Bali. I was going to do my first solo trip. And then my eldest is supposed to leave for Ireland. And so I thought, let me be around because his visa could come through any time now. And so I thought I will hang on and postpone the trip and go once he's settled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that solo trip is still coming. I think I need to do my own Eat, Pray, Love.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I also just feel like it's something that I didn't do in my 30s and in my 20s. And for me, Bali is such a special place. My honeymoon was in Bali, and I don't want to not have great memories, because every time I think of Bali, I'm thinking, oh my God, what could have, you know,
Yes.
so I want to create new memories for myself in the place where I went when I was in love, and I just, got married. And it actually was my first international trip also.
Is it?
Yeah. So I intentionally selected Bali for those reasons, to just create new memories and set the tone on the next decade of my life.
Yeah.
My rules, my way.
Business-wise?
Sure, girl. That's it.
What are you?
Aibo. Business, guys, business is tough. Like, I don't know, it's because now I never even did these maths, and I didn't do business studies at school. Shem is kicking me. I was a maths and science girl, but I'm struggling with business a lot. I'm struggling, but I'm also now, since 3 weeks ago, Molly and I have found someone that is assisting us with the business. We actually doing great now.
Okay,
Yeah.
the day-to-day running
Yeah.
and all of that.
But I almost literally fold my laptop and I'm like, guys, get righty. I stay again.
Yeah.
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 But it's picked up very well. Even our anxiety is gone. We're finding our feet, and we're prepared now for the rest of the year and the seasons ahead. Yeah.
I love that. So what would you tell yourself? I was saying to you that I want us to wrap up the show with a beautiful message to yourself. Obviously, the cake will come and. But what would you like to tell yourself in this moment? We've spoken about the past. We've spoken about healing and all of that. What would you like to tell yourself in this moment?
I think I would like to tell myself and anyone who recognizes or going through or gone through anything similar, or just finding themselves in a place in their lives where they have to not regroup, but almost reinvent themselves. It's okay. I think everybody's scared of change, and I want to tell myself right now that you have to keep on trusting the process.
Yeah.
Trust the process and trust in yourself and your capabilities. I'm very blessed to have my kids as my support. And as little as they are, they come and give the warmest hugs and kisses, and I'm so grateful for them. I want to tell myself that it's okay to not be okay on some days. It's okay to not have it figured out, one step at a time. But most importantly, just carry on, keep trusting God, and forgive yourself.
Beautiful.
I'm 40.
You're 40.
My mom has a 40-year-old.
You are 40. You are 40, sis.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Sure. But take it all in and enjoy. enjoy. You turning a new leaf, you know. You deserve it. You deserve every single good thing that is coming your way. And I pray that God, you are one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life.
Stuff.
You know, no, honestly, you are. And I pray that God blesses you in every endeavor. I pray He answers every secret prayer you have. And may you just continue to grow and grow and grow.
Thank you, Kat. And I'm so grateful that I met you. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. Like, I tell you this all the time. You're going to make me cry.
Oh,
I tell you this all the time. Your support is amazing. And for holding my hand every time, every week, we're just like, oh my God, we're gonna, oh my God, I'm scared. Please look, you know, you're always there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody at Life Lately. Thank you for this episode. And I hope everybody got to enjoy this and just see our craziness behind the scene. And we're gonna be wrapping up we're talking about wrapping up season 1.
Yeah.
So we've got 10 more episodes to
We
go.
do.
And yeah, thank you for supporting me. I know that it's been rough, but I'm learning, and I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the love and support. See you next week again with a guest now. I won't be talking to myself next week. Have a lovely week. May God bless you all. And do not forget to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We
Like
love you.
and subscribe. My cake.
Cake.
Let's
you guys.
light up my cake. Let's light up the cake.
Why is the camera facing this way?
You want to see
What-
your
what-
pretty face. Why are you not showing that?
I'm only seeing now that it's on my face.
Oh, my microphone. Guys, my covers are taking so long to arrive. I'm so annoyed.
Is it?
Oh,
I even forgot about that, hey?
I had to get somebody in the US to get them because they don't deliver to South Africa.
Can you imagine?
I know. Okay, so what do? They said, what
You-
were the instructions?
There, on the...
I've never done this cake. I've seen it on socials. Good.
Let's see.
Please don't leave the cake out in the car. Please, don't let the sun shine. Oh God, stop.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Like
that's
that?
it. We know this.
Okay.
So where do we go and light up? Are we gonna get this on camera?
Yes, we should.
Where's TK to take
TK?
a video? TK!
Okay, you can also just get on my phone, but so I can get on my phone.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we good.
Oopsie.
Please show my figure.
Your beauty. Your beautiful body.
Ooh, where do we go? Are we ready? Oh, the last day of April. I hope I'm doing this right and I'm getting burnt.
Are you getting burnt?
Oh, it's starting. Guys,
Please don't burn your dress as
my
well.
friend, no, this is
What
not
is
working.
happening?
I'm not a smoker, never been. Can somebody burn this for me? Oh.
There we go. 2:39. The transition into 40.
Right.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
This is last minute.
This is so beautiful.
Do you think Kat and I had this idea last night?
Imagine. And you called them what this morning?
This morning. I did amazing.
This is stunning.
40-40, guys.
Beautiful.
Cheers.
Happy birthday, sis.
Thank you for the birthday messages.